Hey YouTube, thanks for watching my video on the Yamaha XT250 Dual Sport, the 13,000 mile refresh, and we're going to talk about my front fender and how that's coming along, and also a couple other things. So yeah, taking off the lower front. Oh hey, first my disclaimer, I'm no motor vlogger. I don't do riding videos. I don't edit videos. It's one take only take. If I misspeak, let me know. I'll correct it in the description. That being said, ask me any questions. I'm always happy to answer. And yeah, so relocating that lower front fender and saying goodbye to my dented, totally scratched up old fender. It was broken underneath. I ended up chopping it in two as I was fitting this. So there it is. The wings off the lower fender mounted to the new upper fender. And so I had two black bolts, nuts, washers for this. But this one in the back, for the back, was a little too short. So out of my bolt bucket, I found one that works great. You gotta make holes to get at the bolts for the upper fender. I put a couple of spacers on the back to tilt it so slight. So as I put this on up there, that back is so close to rubbing that I thought, okay, I'm gonna just put a couple spacers on there, a couple washers glued together and on there, and I'll tilt it just enough that it won't rub. So that turned out, and that's ready to go on. I'm not putting it on yet, as I need to get at some other stuff down here. But let's talk about just working my way back. I already cracked open the turn signal housing, cleaned it, put dielectric grease in there, which is grease that doesn't conduct electricity. So it actually waterproofs and insulates connections. So that's all lubed up and smooth operating. Yes, that's good. And then the other thing, I'm fitting this USB charger. It came with a bracket that you could put somewhere, like here it is, and you could put it like where your mirrors go. I run my mirror over here on the handguard, so I have these mirror holes. Oh, and that's something that I did. I got these little bolts to fill my mirror holes. Well, I have open holes, right? So I could put it here, but it just seemed to be sticking up so high and not very sleek. And I think here, just connect it on the bar. I don't have a lot of, I looked down here and it stuck too far back and obscured my dash, and so I think here's going to be just right. I can get to the on-off. I can read it. I'll probably paint this part of the wire black, and I'll see if I can pull off this sticker just to keep it black. And there's my other bolt in my mirror hole. Oh, and that made me think, hey, I should do that for the holes that I have down here where the lower fender was. So I had a couple that I found that worked, and I'll have to get a couple more, fill the hole, it's in the hole. So coming right along, and next is pulling off these plastics, the seat, pull the gas tank, put the new gas tank on, battery, the tender wire to it, up to the USB. Then we'll tackle the new exhaust pipe, paint the skid plate, blah, 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 all this other stuff I'm doing, which you can watch my first video to see everything I'm doing. So that is it. Yeah, ask me any questions. I'm always happy to answer. And as always, on XT250 all day, ride safe, everybody.